Simon, 10 years on from the 2005 Ashes series, now known as the greatest series of all time, how do you think the current England team are looking as they fare for this summer series?
On the bowling front, they're shaping up very nicely. Obviously, Jimmy's leading the attack with Stuart Broad. I think Chris Jordan's come in and done a great job. Ben Stokes, I love his attitude. I love the way he approaches the games. He's really playing with some pride on his shirt. And then Moeen Ali's back in the squad, and Joe Root can bowl some overs as well. It's just the batting's a little bit of a worry for me. With the openers, both Trott and Cook look short of form, which is a little bit of a worry. The Ashes is just from the corner, so these boys are going to have to really work hard and try and find a way of getting back into nick. And if they can't throughout this West Indian series, then England are going to have to look at their options.
A lot's been made of this West Indian team that it's not the strongest side they could have possibly fielded. How much is it a test going out to the Caribbean and playing just before an English summer over here?
Yes, it's a tough place to go. The wickets aren't like they used to be. They're pretty slow and flat now, whereas they used to have a nice bit of pace and carrying them to suit the West Indian bowlers. So it can be it can be tough to score at times because there's no pace on the ball. But at the same time, you have to play on the conditions that are in front of you. I think we've looked pretty good. I think I've seen Joe Root's got runs today, so that's really promising for him and England. And England have got to use this as a chance to get a win, but also to build the confidence and pile the runs on, get the wickets, just to take it into the summer.
A lot's been said about the leadership around the England team. Do you think Alistair Cook's the right man taking them into the summer?
I think he's a very strong character. He's got to be if he's stuck at it the way he has. After being dropped from the one-day team and whatnot, he's got a point to prove, which I think is great. There's no better scenario for you to go out there and prove someone wrong. It's just, for me, he's got 70 odd. He's very turgid, very hard worked. So I just like to see a bit more flow in his batting. He still looks a little bit tentative, but I'd love to see him get some runs and stay as England captain, because I think he has so much to offer.
A word on Jimmy Anderson breaking the all-time wicket-taking record of Sir Ian Botham. As a fellow fast bowler, what a great achievement for him.
Oh, immense. As a fast bowler to play 100 tests, that's an achievement in itself. But to beat Beefy's record as well, it just shows how good a cricketer Ian Botham was. He was an all-rounder and he was leading wicket taker for a long, long time. So Jimmy should be very, very proud of what he's done. He's still leading the attack, and he looks as if he could keep going for another couple of years. He's bowled a heck of a lot of overs in his time, but he's kept himself in good nick. He looks after himself, and he's a perfect example to any young lad coming through who wants to bowl quick.
And finally, as an Ashes winner yourself, who are the key men that are going to stand up for England this summer if we want to win back the Ashes in this country?
Jimmy's priority. He's got to lead from the lead from the front. He's the linchpin of that attack. He sets the tone. He sets the standards. In regards to the batters, I'm going to see Joe Root is going to come to form again. Ben Stokes, I think, could be key with bat and ball. I love his attitude. He's going to get stuck into the Aussies, and that's what we need. We need a bit of fire. And what I love now is Stuart Broad's pace is back up. I know he was taking wickets and that helps, but he's been talking about some technical stuff that he's done, and I think that's a great sign for England.
Can they win it?
It's going to be very tough. I'm not looking past the Aussies at the moment. It's hard for me to say, but I think they're the better of the two teams at the moment. But I think something miraculous has got to change in our form if we're going to really, really push them.